Hi. It's Mr. Aslan, the landlord here for Vegivore Food Therapy. I have a confession to make. I hadn't been making smoothies for a month now, since October 16th. Today was the first time in a month because I had the flu on October 16th. And towards the end, I had a cough. And if I drank anything cold, the cough would flare up. So I've been drinking infusions and hot stuff. And today, first time I made a smoothie. It was an interesting smoothie, so I want to tell you about it. I used half a pomegranate with the rind, half a lemon with the rind and skin and zest. They sort of taste slightly bitter, the pomegranate's one, but with the bitterness of the lemon, it sort of cancels out. Although both are bitter, I think because the lemon has sourness as well, but it works, okay? And then I had one punnet of blueberries and 4 or 5 frozen strawberries. The blueberries were frozen, so what happens is I buy them when they're on sale cheap. And because they can't keep, I freeze them. And strawberries, previously I used to take the hull out. That is what you call the calyx, the green bits, the ones that look like leaves. But when I read the literature, you don't have to, they're edible. And so that saves me a lot of time now. And they also have a little bit of fiber and whatever nutrition. So they're not harmful at all. So, and for the pomegranate rind, they're actually full of antioxidants, although they taste slightly bitter, but not that bitter. And with the sweetness of the pomegranate and the sourness of the lemon, I would cancel them out. And then besides strawberry and blueberries, today I had interesting fruits. I put in 2 amla fruit. That's buah melaka. The Tamils call it nelikai. In Sanskrit, it's amalaki. And the scientific name is Philanthus emblica. Now, it's also known as amla in English, and sometimes incorrectly they call it the Indian gooseberry. I don't like to use that word because it's not a gooseberry, it doesn't belong to the gooseberry family, so it's a misnomer and we shouldn't be using Indian gooseberry to refer to buah melaka, nelikai, or amla, amalaki, or Philanthus emblica. Okay, so I zapped it up. And the first round, actually I made a mistake as I was clearing up my chopping board. I put in the seeds. So it was gritty, okay? And then when I tasted it, I remembered I forgot to put my dates. So the first round I drank about 600 ml. So the second round I put in 4 dates because the rule of thumb is for every 100 ml use 1 date. And then I made 400 ml and I kept in the fridge for tomorrow morning. Okay, so the dates, 1 date for every 100 ml cuts out the bitterness or the sourness or whatever, makes it taste real good. Oh, I forgot. I also put a few blocks of this Ghana dark chocolate. So I was eating some last night, and then the leftovers, you can't leave it lying around, so I kept it in the fridge and it got a little hard. So I thought, let me try putting a few blocks of the chocolate, and it tasted very nice. Dark chocolate has very intense taste. I also put in 3 heaped teaspoons of my unsweetened cocoa powder together with my chaat masala, which is mostly Ceylon cinnamon and ground cloves and cardamom and nutmeg and a little bit of cumin, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of black pepper powder, okay, and a touch of asafoetida just to give it nutritional diversity. So I put that in, and 2 heaped teaspoons of chia mixed with flaxseed. In fact, I made a mistake by mixing them up because now I can't use the chia for my salads. I can only use it for smoothies. So next time I should separate the chia from the flax seeds. Anyway, it tasted good. And the nice one with the dates, I'll save for tomorrow morning. And I haven't been juicing in a while because with my poor vision, it's difficult for me to clean the the grate of the juicer. It's easier for me to blend everything in my Coolvings SV500 vacuum blender. Besides, I also get to consume the dietary fiber. And because of my poor vision, I accidentally put the 2 amla seeds in the blender as well. So after 2 rounds, it was fine. It was like completely dissolved. You can just drink it all in. But after 1 round, there was some gritty bits, which I had to like pick out and throw away. Okay, and I haven't been juicing because, it hasn't been, what do call it, easy for me to clean. I have a CS600. But anyway, the vacuum blender works fine, and I'm very careful now not to overfill it because the last time I overfilled it cost me a bomb to change the parts. Okay. So anyway, that's my report for today. And if you haven't tried the ingredients and blending together, you can juice it together. Actually, the Coolvings slow juicer can handle pomegranate skin and lemon zest, as well as I'm not sure about chia and flax seeds. Normally I blend those. But don't blend chia and flaxseed beforehand because they oxidize very easily and then rancid. So only blend them when you're going to use it. Yeah. Okay, that's it. See you next time. Bye.
An invitation, International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Wednesday, 3rd December 2025, 1200 to 14:30 hours. Venue MAB Canteen, Malaysian Association for the Blind, MAB Complex. Address Jalan Tebing, off Jalan Tun Sambanthan, 4 Brickfields, 50470 Kuala Lumpur. To commemorate the International Day of Persons with Disabilities this year, I am hosting an informal roundtable luncheon to discuss universal design. Panelists will include my friends with various disabilities, including vision impairment, physical disability, and hearing impairment, as well as my architect and lawyer friends. This informal discussion on universal design will be of interest to architects, town planners, civil engineers, quantity surveyors, advocates for accessibility and inclusivity, persons with disabilities, PWD, as well as caregivers and students of architecture and design. For a totally immersive experience, all sighted persons will be blindfolded throughout the event. Lunch will consist of a whole food, plant-based WFPB menu curated by me. This event is also open to members of the public. Attendance is by donation for able-bodied and sighted persons. Hopefully, your contribution will cover the cost of your lunch, as well as that of a PWD. Seating is limited, and at the moment there are 15 places left. To confirm your attendance, please make your voluntary contribution by scanning the QR code. If you are unable to attend but wish to support this event, feel free to make a small donation, not more than 5% of your monthly income. Any excess funds will go towards ongoing treatments to restore my vision. We will have a fruitful and meaningful discussion that will raise awareness of the need for universal design for PWD. Universal design. For background information on universal design, I have made several videos. Links are in the video description below. Aslan Adnan MA, VIP founder, Green Party of Malaysia.
International Day of Persons with Disabilities, Wednesday, 3rd of December 2025. Every year, 3rd of December is officially recognized by the United Nations as the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. It has been observed globally since its proclamation in 1992 under UN General Assembly Resolution 4730. The day promotes understanding of disability issues, supports the dignity, rights, and well-being of persons with disabilities, and raises awareness of the importance of inclusion in all spheres of life: political, social, economic, and cultural.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to show your support.